I'm chilling in my car. I'm basically first place. There's a lot of cars rolling up here, but they're basically going to the restaurants and the Starbucks and all that sort. So I'm just sitting here waiting, and it's getting a little tiring already. I tried to connect my PS Portal, and for some reason it's not connecting to my home network. So I tried to see if I could connect to some kind of network, but it's not connecting. So that's something I got to look into more. I think it's very technical when it comes to trying to connect the portal to networks, public networks. And so I got the portal just shut off right now. I got my food, my drinks with me. Um, there is a total of 32 of the world bundles, the Mario Kart World, and then there is I think it's about half of that amount for the regular just bundles, not the bundles, but the console itself. So just waiting here. It's a little tiring. I remember when I was here to camp out for the PlayStation 5, it was a lot different back then, but now it definitely is a little tiring. So, honestly, I would rather be back at home, just kind of gaming a little, chilling. But this is that once in a lifetime. My biggest concern is that when the second phase of the Switch 2s are released, the tariffs are going to drive those up cost $300-400. Very concerned about that. That could be a lot of money. And so I'm going to try to make sure that I reserve it for my nephew, and that way he doesn't have to worry about the prices going up. So as of right now, I'm just chilling in my car, like I said. And first in line, I made the shorts video, I made the introduction video, and I made another video. And right now, it's just tiring, man. Like 4 years ago, I had all the energy in the world, and now it's just like, I don't know, man. Everything just changed, so it's just crazy. But at the same time, we're still Stealth Dragon Nation. We got new people subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to be buying the Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle. That's all I'm purchasing. There's plenty over here, but I just don't want to miss out on the offer. Okay, this is one person coming up right now to take a look at it. So he does look like a gamer. And there's a couple people that looked at it. Okay, he's taking a photo, trying to make sure. But yeah, there's enough Switch 2s here for about 32 people, and then the regular version. Then they have the Pokemon release too. Those are two things that they're releasing tomorrow. I didn't really read it. I was more into the Switch 2. So what's cool about this GameStop is it's right in front. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? It's right in front of my car, so I don't have to park and then have to look like a distance just to see the GameStop. No, the door is right in front of me. It's like I park it right at my house. This is my second house, is GameStop. Hello, bro. What's going on, man? Let's go. So at the end of the day, they're probably going to have a lot of accessories. They're going to have a lot of items to add to your Switch 2. But I asked the simple question, can I just buy the Switch 2 and be able to use it without any added accessories? And they said yes. So it's going to have the controller ports, it's going to have the screen, it's going to have the game, and that's all that's needed. Everything that's needed for the Switch 2, you can just buy the Switch 2. You don't have to buy anything else. The games are going to be separate. They are going to be expensive, but at the same time, all the prices are driving up. And if you really think about it, how much were the games before? What were they? $59.99? So $69. So $30 increase, okay, with the way the economy is and the way we dealt with everything all around the world. I can honestly say $30 to some people is too much. The games are too much. They're going to set the normal standard for how much these games are going to cost. And so right now we're in a situation where we need to make our decisions wisely, because if we spent a lot of money on this stuff and foolishly, they're gonna think that we're okay with it all the time. So tell me what you think. Hit me up. I appreciate it. We're live, so if you guys want to super chat just to show your appreciation for me making this video, it goes a long way. don't worry. I have a full-time career. I'm taking care of everything I need to, but at the same time, a little support more goes a long way. And so now what we're doing is we're talking about Switch 2. There was another game I was going to try to pre-order, maybe the Donkey Kong. I don't know, but that's going to be probably have to be like, 10% of that price. So with that being said, right now there's nobody here for Switch 2. Right now, I don't see anybody here. I talked to the store clerk, and they said that there were a couple people that called. William, Mattis, what's up? Hi, what's up, man? You know what I noticed about YouTube is that YouTube is a very informative platform. So I'm here to show you how to get your Nintendo Switch 2. So one thing you gotta understand is that GameStop has it for $50 pre-order. So you gotta drop down $50. That reserves your Switch 2. If you get it through Best Buy tonight, you could only get it, I believe it's either online, some stores may be open, but you have to pay the full price. If you don't pay the full price, you don't get the Switch 2. So I don't like how they do that, because if they have your information and they have your account on file, they could just take $50 out and call it a day. But obviously they're trying to get more out of it just because the Switch 2 is being released. So with that being said, the Switch 2 is not for me, it's for my nephew, and I personally actually was quite interested in it because I think the graphics are going to be more revolutionized from the Switch 1, and also, oh, thank you, William Mattis. I appreciate that. Thank you. That is so awesome, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So here's what I'm going to say. The Switch 2, in my opinion, is going to be key to the PlayStation Portable that's coming out, which is going to be compatible, they're saying, with the PS5 and the PS6. So it's going to be native PS6 with PS5 incorporation. Okay, and then Xbox is going to reveal theirs. And so now you have those two consoles that are going to be competing with the Switch 2. So the Switch 2 literally is going to be, in my opinion, one of those consoles that the Zeldas is going to shine, the Metroid's going to shine, the Mario's going to shine, the Luigi Mansion is going to shine. All those games are going to shine. The Donkey Kong, maybe Pilot Wings. Maybe they'll come out with Pilot Wings. You remember Pilot Wings? We used to land on that, and the whole island and the whole aircraft landing gear, all that stuff. That was amazing. Pilot Wings. So the thing with Nintendo is I grew up with Nintendo. I started off with Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, Kung Fu, Castlevania, Contra, Legend of Zelda, Metal Gear, so many games, to the point where there was this Dig Dug. Remember Dig Dug? That was freaking amazing for Nintendo. Dig Dug, that was one of my favorite games. And then as the new games come out, as the Super Nintendo came out, that was Super R-Type, Zelda, Super Mario World, just all those games started aligning with how the generation started getting better and better and better. And then after the Super Nintendo was the Sega Genesis, which arrived. And the Sega Genesis, in my opinion, Sonic, it drew a whole wedge of a new line of people enjoying some type of different genre of gaming. So that was Sonic the Hedgehog, was Altered Beast, just all those games. There's a lot of games. There's some games I can't even remember, to be honest with you. Shinobi was one of them. I remember playing Shinobi at the arcade, at the pizza joint. It was a pizza hole place, and Shinobi was awesome. Like, I was happy to put 50 or 25 cents into the game just to play. I used to try to get my parents to give me some money so when I get out of school I could go play Shinobi. You getting the Switch 2? Yep, I'm getting it. Yep, but it's not for me. It is for my nephew Aaron. So I'm doing it for him because I don't want the tariff prices to jack up on the second and third phase of the Switch 2. Because what's going to happen is they're going to see how well it sells, and then the tariffs are going to kick in, and the price, I think, is going to be really high. Like, I'm sorry. I know I'll be honest with you guys. I'm tired because I would rather just be home right now gaming on Call of Duty, because that's what I do. But right now, maybe I don't need that toxicity. I was grinding enough these last couple of days off. I was enjoying it. We got the Days Gone coming really soon, the remaster. That's going to be fun to see. And overall, right now I'm looking at this GameStop store, and they have the Assassin's Creed Shadows poster, and then they have the Pokemon. And sometimes you could go to any GameStop and you could ask them, hey, you got any posters of like one of your favorite games that you like to play? And they might go in the back and actually give you a big giant poster, like a banner poster. I've gotten many posters that I've put up on my walls from these GameStops, so that's key. Sometimes GameStop has a lot of treasure. You'd be surprised. I'm not encouraging dumpster diving, none of that sorts. I'm just saying sometimes you ask them and they'll give you some nice stuff. So at the same time, back to the Switch 2. Now the Switch 2 also has the capabilities of having a similar technology to use as a mouse, as almost like a computer connection, some kind of weird stuff that really are getting people excited, because that's something that they didn't expect they would add to it. So other than that, I'm more of a PlayStation 5 Pro guy. When it comes to PC, the thing with PC is I don't like the crashes, and I don't like how sometimes it's really difficult to figure out how to get out of the mess of a PC. Where the console, you just power it on, it's convenient. I could stream off the console. I know it's not the best quality, but it's not bad. It's just kind of, maybe 85-90% perfect. Maybe that little 10% is, that little bit of annoyance that maybe we wish would be gone, but maybe the PS6 will change all that. Who knows? So when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2, $500 for the Mario Kart World Bundle, and for the regular Switch 2, just the console itself, $449. So the Nintendo has not risen the price up, and this is what it was confirmed over at this GameStop over here. I made a video of how many consoles are available, which are the regular consoles, and then the World Bundle consoles. I'm gonna pick up one World Bundle, one World Bundle console. I got my sign on my windshield. And yeah, I think we might. No, this guy's eating Jersey Mike's, so he's not here for the Switch 2. But I'm surprised that nobody's here yet for the Switch 2. Like, obviously, they think that this line of people ain't gonna build up, and once it builds up, that's it. 32 people. They could fill up this whole parking lot, and then people are gonna start rolling in, and it's gonna be sad that they're not gonna be able to get their Switch 2 because of not as many enough. Well, they got the 32 plus 13, so that's 45 total. So I'd rather just get the World Bundle, save about 25-30 bucks, and get the Mario Kart World, you know what I mean? So that's going to be that. And at the end of the day, I really appreciate the fact that we still have the option of trying out this new Nintendo, which is going to be amazing in my opinion. Of course, it's going to my nephew, but because I'm into Call of Duty. You guys already knew Call of Duty is my niche. So with that being said, yeah, guys, listen, I'm gonna end this live stream. I gotta take a little break, and my sister's calling me. I have to talk to her because she's gonna be bringing me some replenishments. Like she's gonna be bringing some energy, some rations, some food, so that way I already have food and drink, but she's gonna bring some extra stuff. So I gotta give her a call. I'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, just remember, if you camp out at GameStop tonight, you only have to pay $50 to pre-order your Switch 2. So that is a plus. At this GameStop, there's a total of 45. So that gives you a ballpark of what to expect from every other GameStop that you are close by or you go to on the regular. That the switches over there may be 30, 40. We don't know. We don't know. All right, guys, thank you so much, Stealth Dragon for Life. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for all the support, and I will be back in a little while. Right now, I'm just waiting for my exfil to come so they can drop off some food and drink for me. All right, guys, I will see you real soon. Stealth Dragon, we are dragons. We breathe fire. Humans breathe air. All right, guys.